Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky and L.T. Smith Stadium. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gamecocks offense will get the football first. And here comes a major weapon in DeAndre Johnson. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast. But, David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Johnson. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Eastline set just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Hilltoppers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might as well run him again. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Allen. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking for a man. It's Tisdale. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Johnson. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sells to Faith. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Jax St 10, Western Kentucky 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys.
He's loose on the right. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking for a man. It's Tisdale. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Topper.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gentry. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Savage. There he goes. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's some daylight. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. They're all over him. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Under pressure. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to...
Snagged on the outside. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Moves the pocket. It's Tisdale. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of this drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's complete on the right side. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the previous line of scrimmage. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 37, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Buckeyes looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game inside LT Smith Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25. He's got 69 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Moving the pocket, it's Tisdale. Right side, it's Azira. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the counter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls it again on the option. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Savage. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick give. It's Allen. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Sets his feet. It's Glenn. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Savage. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs? In the backfield, it's Johnson. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. The run inside. It's Allen. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Flowers. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. grab behind the line. It's Allen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. Second down to the air. Comes down, it's Flowers. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, WKU. Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Inside the 25. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2 minutes. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Glenn. Lets it go for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The quick game. Makes a man miss. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 20. He's at the... and he just kept running, and he ran. Sometimes it's just not your day.